Our planet's story is written in stone, in the silent language of rocks and fossils that have witnessed the rise and fall of entire worlds. Each layer beneath our feet is a chapter, holding secrets from eons past, waiting to be uncovered by those who know how to read them. The soil, the shifting earth, and the land itself are like pages in a vast, ancient book. They preserve the memory of creatures and cultures long vanished, offering clues to mysteries that have shaped our existence. For centuries, we believed the science of paleontology began in 19th century Europe, with scholars and fossil hunters unearthing the bones of giants and piecing together the story of life on Earth. Museums filled with relics became the keepers of this narrative, but a recent astonishing discovery in South Africa's vast Karoo region is rewriting that story. Here, in a landscape shaped by time and weather, a new chapter has emerged, one that challenges everything we thought we knew. On a weathered sandstone wall, a sandrock painting, once dismissed as mere legend or myth, has revealed a truth hidden in plain sight. This ancient artwork is more than just a symbol. It is a window into a forgotten world. New research now shows that this painting is a remarkably accurate portrait of a creature that vanished over 250 million years ago, long before the age of dinosaurs. The sand artists, through careful observation, captured details that modern science only recently confirmed. The painting's intricate details, its shape, posture, and features, match those of a prehistoric animal, not a creature of fantasy or myth. This suggests a deep understanding of the natural world, passed down through generations. This forces us to reconsider who the first paleontologists really were. Perhaps it wasn't just the scientists of Europe, but indigenous peoples who observed, recorded, and interpreted the world around them with astonishing accuracy. The Sand People, through generations of careful observation and storytelling, captured a world lost to time. Their knowledge, encoded in art and oral tradition, is a living record of ancient life and landscapes. Their art is a testament to human curiosity, creativity, and the enduring drive to understand our place in history. It bridges the gap between past and present, reminding us that science and storytelling have always been intertwined. Ancient wisdom, long overlooked, is finally being recognized by modern science. As we look to the future, we must honor the insights of those who came before us and embrace a richer, more inclusive story of discovery. Let's take a closer look at the painting itself, the very place where this ancient mystery begins to unravel before our eyes. The details are more than just lines on stone. They are a window into a world long vanished, a silent story told in ochre and charcoal. Discovered on the La Belle, France farm, this remarkable artwork depicts a creature unlike any living animal. Its body is elongated, its snout curves into a beak, and two impressive tusks jut downward from its jaw. The image is both haunting and precise, as if the artist was intent on capturing every unusual feature. When we compare it to the animals that roam Africa today, lions, elephants, antelope, none of them resemble this strange beast. It's as if the painting shows a visitor from another age. After careful study, scientists matched the creature's features to a dicynodont, a mammal-like reptile that lived during the Permian and Triassic periods over 250 million years ago. These animals vanished long before humans ever walked the earth. The resemblance is uncanny. The painting's head shape, the placement of its eyes, and the distinctive downward tusks all mirror what we see in dicynodont fossils. It's as if the artist had seen the animal firsthand. This isn't a mythical monster conjured from imagination, but a portrait of a real prehistoric animal, one that should have been lost to time and memory. The sand artists, known for their keen observation of nature, weren't inventing legends. They were recording something extraordinary, something they believed was real. Most sand art features animals familiar to their world: eland, giraffe, and zebra. But this painting stands apart, a solitary image of a creature from a forgotten era. In a single stroke, the painting bridges a gap of hundreds of millions of years, connecting the ancient world to the present. This evidence forces us to confront a profound question. How could the sand have known about a creature extinct for eons? The answer isn't found in fantasy or myth, but in the power of observation and curiosity. The sand were expert trackers and observers, attuned to every detail in their environment. By studying fossils exposed in the rocks around them, the sand saw the past revealed in stone and painted it for the future, leaving us a message that still sparks wonder today. To understand the painting, we must know the Sand People. The San, indigenous to southern Africa, have lived in the Karoo for millennia. Their art, passed down through generations, fills the region's rock shelters. The Disynodont painting dates to between 1821 and 1835, a time of upheaval as colonists encroached. Yet the San continued their artistic traditions, using natural pigments and fine brushes. The Karoo's landscape is rich in fossils, especially Disynodonts, exposed by erosion. The San, expert observers, would have encountered these fossils regularly. Their environment, culture, and timing converged perfectly. The impossible painting becomes plausible. The evidence was all around them. The San didn't need museums. Their land was a living archive. Their art is a direct link between ancient life and human imagination. Connecting the painting to the fossil was a feat of scientific detective work. Researchers compared the painted creature's features to known animals, living and extinct. Only the Disynodont, with its beaked mouth and downward tusks, matched. The painting's anatomical accuracy is no coincidence. Archaeological finds show the San not only saw fossils, they collected and examined them. The La Belle France site sits amid abundant Disynodont fossils. The San artists likely found a skull, studied its features, and brought it to life in art. This is paleontology in action: observation, interpretation, reconstruction. The San were reconstructing ancient life long before the science had a name. Their art is both a record and a revival of a vanished world. The past was not just seen, it was understood and reimagined. Before this research, the painting was seen as a mythical rain animal in San cosmology. Rain animals, powerful and serpentine, were believed to bring life-giving rain. The painting's form fit this myth, reinforcing its spiritual significance. For years, it was interpreted as a window into San beliefs, not science. The new findings don't erase this meaning, they add depth. The San may have found a Disynodont fossil and interpreted it through their mythology. The fossil became proof of the rain animal, blending reality and myth. This fusion of observation and belief is common in San art. The painting is both a scientific record and a spiritual symbol. It shows how the San wove the physical and supernatural into a single story. This painting rewrites the history of paleontology. Traditionally, the field's origins are credited to 19th century European scientists. Yet the Karoo painting predates formal Disynodont studies by at least a decade. An indigenous artist observed, interpreted, and depicted a prehistoric animal before Western science did. This wasn't an isolated case. Indigenous peoples worldwide have long interpreted fossils. The Karoo painting is unique. It's direct visual evidence of indigenous paleontology. It challenges the idea that science is a Western invention. The San's discovery was independent, driven by the same curiosity as any scientist. This finding broadens our view of human intellectual achievement. The quest to understand our planet's past is truly universal. This painting embodies indigenous paleontology, the idea that non-Western cultures had their own ways of understanding fossils, long before modern science took shape. These ancient artworks are not just mere decorations, they are windows into the minds of people who lived thousands of years ago. The San's survival depended on deep knowledge of their environment, including ancient remains. They were keen observers of the natural world, understanding the land, the animals, and the fossils they encountered. Oral traditions recorded by linguists speak of a world before the present, inhabited by giant creatures. These stories, passed down through generations, offer a glimpse into how the San interpreted the ancient bones they found. These stories may echo real environmental changes, like the Permian-Triassic extinction. The San's narratives could be reflections of actual events that shaped the Earth millions of years ago. Archaeology shows the San collected fossils, perhaps as charms, tools, or objects of wonder. These fossils were more than just relics. They were integral to the San's understanding of their world. Holding a fossil, a San artist might have imagined the creature it once was. This act of imagination is a form of scientific inquiry, blending art and science seamlessly. This tactile investigation is a form of scientific inquiry. By feeling the texture and weight of fossils, the San were engaging in a hands-on study of ancient life. Recognizing indigenous paleontology restores a lost chapter to human history. It acknowledges the scientific contributions of cultures often overlooked in mainstream narratives. The San were not passive. They were active observers and thinkers. Their keen insights and observations were crucial for their survival and understanding of the world. Their art is a symbol of scientific spirit and intellectual richness. Each painting tells a story, not just of the past, but of a deep, thoughtful engagement with the world around them. Honoring this legacy helps decolonize our understanding of the past. It reminds us that science and history are richer when we include all voices and perspectives. The Dicynodont painting shows how art, culture, and science are deeply connected. For the San, observing a fossil was science, interpreting it as a rain animal was culture, painting it was art. All were part of understanding the world. This discovery bridges science and culture, making both more accessible and human. It took experts from multiple fields to unlock the painting's secrets. The most exciting discoveries happen at the intersection of disciplines. The desire to explore origins and express understanding is universal. The San artist and the modern paleontologist are linked by wonder. The painting is a bridge between ancient wisdom and modern inquiry. It reminds us that discovery is a shared human journey. The final lesson is about conservation. The Karoo painting is a fragile, irreplaceable piece of human heritage. Rock art sites are threatened by erosion, animals, and human neglect. Once lost, their stories vanish forever. Conservation must protect both the art and the fossil-rich landscape. The painting and fossils are two parts of the same story. Safeguarding the entire environment honors the deep connection between people and place. This discovery reminds us of our shared curiosity and humanity. The painting is a gift from the past, urging respect for indigenous knowledge. We are custodians of this history, responsible for its protection. The Dicynodont painting is a whisper from deep time, inspiring future generations. The story of life on Earth is ours to protect. Every chapter matters.